Since I've now relocated back to the United States to be closer with my parents and my family, and I was a little bit worried because I wondered what Americans would perceive of when I tell them, hey, I'm a YouTuber, here's my channel about China. And in the 2 years that I've been back in the United States, I've received nothing but positive feedback. I've received even so many parents at my school who have said, we don't know anything about China. We just think it's bad because that's what our media tells me. But if you guys, you lived there for 10 years, like you have a whole YouTube channel about it, like I'll watch some of your videos. I'd love to learn more about this. I think there's a fundamental shift happening in China right now, or I should say, not in China, but around the world, where people are changing their perceptions about China. And social media is a big part of that. You know, you've seen earlier this year, in the last 6 months specifically, China has opened up visa-free tourism. So for many Europeans, many in the EU, they're now visa-free to China. Australia, New Zealand, visa-free to China. And as a result, many of these YouTube travel vloggers are coming to China for the first time, and they're showing their experiences. And so we've seen a plethora of new videos hit the YouTube market, all of them being my first 24 hours in China, not what I expected. And everyone sharing their thoughts, and overwhelming, again, it goes back to that principle that if you actually spend time in China and experience it, it's very different than what you've heard about. And so that's my biggest thing is, you know, you cannot hate China unless you have at least given it a try. You have to come and experience it, and I'm sure you'll walk away with a very different opinion and point of view by doing so.
From the business standpoint, what your YouTube channel means for your business right now? Is the platform that kind of generates your attention and leads? And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, YouTube for me has transformed into very much a business. I mean, we run this full time. It's been an incredible opportunity for me to, you know, leverage into many different speaking engagements, many different business opportunities. So in the past 12 months alone, I've been to Shanghai, I've been to Istanbul, Turkey. I've been here in Malaysia this week. Actually next month I'm going to Azerbaijan. Going to be meeting with the United Nations is doing a big climate change conference there. We're going to be going there to cover that. I'm going to Abu Dhabi at the end of the year. Talking about Chinese investment and projects there. So it's basically become a great pipeline to, you know, speaking engagements, to business opportunities. And again, what I always say is I really started this YouTube channel, I had a secondary goal. I thought if I could make a YouTube channel about China, it could probably keep my door open to the country. And I guarantee you that maybe at one point I'm going to get invited to go back to China. Well, that was my goal when I first started. When I had 0 subscribers, I had this idea. If I can figure out this YouTube game, I could probably get like a deal to go back to China and make videos. And last summer, the dream became a reality. I had a Norwegian factory owner in China reach out to me and say, Cyrus, we want you to come to our factory here in China. It's on the outskirts of Wuxi, and we want you to make a video showing our textile factory to the world. And I was so excited because I thought, wow, this is incredible. I have an opportunity to go back to China. I filmed that video, and that video has done almost 1 million views now. And it's like inside a Chinese factory. And that video has been it's probably my favorite video that I've ever made on my YouTube channel because it means something very special to me. Because I remember having 0 subscribers and having this idea. If I can start something about China, this could become, you know, a YouTube channel that becomes my brand, that becomes part of me, becomes my business, becomes my mission, and it will always keep me connected back to China. And I'm incredibly grateful for that. And that's exactly what's happened. And so I'm just, I wake up every day extremely grateful for the opportunity. I mean, you know, getting the chance to meet you, Max. I mean, I've been a big fan of your channel. I love the expat life. Obviously, my decision to become an expat has fundamentally changed the entire trajectory of my life. So I love your mission of sharing that story and helping more people, you know, around the world understand what it's like to be an expat. So because of YouTube, we're here together, you know, and it's
exactly. We're speaking at this conference in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, because of our YouTube channels.
Exactly. 100%. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this interview right now, because of YouTube. So it's been a incredible blessing that just keeps getting better, and I just am extremely grateful.